Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to Factorio. I'm 7foot Dust Bunny, and this is a game I've played before. I love this game. I've been wanting to play it on the channel. Now, there's a few things we should go through first. I am going to run a few mods. Right, first thing is Afraid of the Dark. Afraid of the Dark just simply makes the nights not too dark for basically helping YouTube. Base mod is literally just a base mod for the base of some of these others. Bottleneck shows bottlenecks in your factory. Disco Science just makes the science a bit flashy. Factorio Standard Library is a standard library for some of these other mods. Far Reach lets me reach a little bit further than the standard game. FNEI, I don't use it that much, but it can be a helpful little menu to see how things work. Early nanobots I'm doing for the sake of the game as well, just really so I don't have to place quite as many things. It's a little bit cheaty. I'll let you all decide how much you think that's cheaty. And Squeak Through, which lets me squeeze through where pipes are and things like that. You'll see. We'll talk about things like that as we go through. As for that, everything else is basically vanilla. We've not gone to any other settings, so we're going to go single player and we're going to go new game. Now I'm going to do a free play. I'm not going to do any of the tutorials because I have played before. I'm not going to play on a default world. I am going to play on a rail world, which tends to be my favorite because trains. And beyond that, we're going to just check a few of the settings here. I turn cliffs off because I never have really liked cliffs, and I will be reducing the amount of water down. I will do this when I look at the map, and I'll make a seed and I'll show you the preview of the map when I'm happy with it, and I'll show you what we're going for. Okay, so this will be my seed, I believe. I've kept everything resource wise exactly the same. I've tweaked the coverage of water slightly. Enemies I've not touched, and map dimensions I've not touched. Now I'll be honest, I quite often play in sort of peaceful mode without the biters. So it's going to be a bit different for me playing with biters, especially in Rail World, because that's going to be an interesting challenge. So I might end up raging at the biters a bit. I'm hoping to sort of build the factory down this direction. So let's see how it goes. And here we are straight in. This is our crash ship. And this is us. This is man. So it starts off with a basic thing of saying tab to protect yourself. So we can fire a gun, which I believe is spacebar. And actually you can pick things out of this wreckage. You can actually remove this wreckage later on. A lot of players don't remove it. I'll start off not removing it, and then I'll see if I change my mind later. I might change my mind later. But it was something that wasn't in the original game, so many players do not remove it. Just as sort of homage to that. This is a really nice start area because I've got a lot of everything nice and close. So we can get things started. We start off by cutting down some trees. And if there are any, we'd love to find some rocks around here. Rocks are something you can't see on the preview map, and you can't see how many of them there are. Because I would love to find some rocks, but I also need a burner drill. What am I doing? This is where I have to remember the shortcut keys for this, because it's been a while. Let's chuck some of these on the bar for now. We would need a burner drill, if you please. Yes, thanks. And we'll put that down to start us getting some iron going. You see this little red splodge here? This is the bottleneck. So this is showing me that neither of these are working as planned. So if I actually just hack away at some coal here, I can put some fuel in the furnace here, doink, and straight away it will work. There are shortcut keys for this, which I'll sort of get to in due course. I am far from a Factorio Pro, so I'm sure there'll be shortcut keys I'm missing, and some of them it'll take me a while to remember, because it's been a while. But I really don't see any rocks around here. The reason I'm looking for rocks is they give me a bunch of stone, and stone I need to make furnaces, and they often give you a chunk of coal as well, certain ones, so that also tends to be very useful. We also have water over here, which will be highly useful, and we have a biter nest down here, which is suboptimal. We might have to go and deal with that sooner rather than later. There are no rocks here, because this is ultimately where my power is going to go, so it is going to piss the biters off fairly quickly. That's quite upsetting that there's no rocks around, which means I've got to do this the hard way, because doing this the hard way means I've got to mine a stone. But ultimately that means the first thing I'm going to want to do is get some more burner drills up, and for that what we need to do is we can craft stuff in our hand. So we can craft furnaces if we have enough stone, and we require a furnace and some iron plates and gears to make a burner drill. But this is going to be a little bit slow start if we haven't got any rocks, because the rocks normally give you a bit of a boost, and doing it this way going to be slow. Come on, pick up. Yeah, Alt also, there you go. I can, if I control click it, I can pick up. So that's the iron plate. And I can also, if I get like the wood on my bar, I can select that, and I can, I think it's shift click for, or I've got to remember which one it is now. There you go, that one dropped all of it in. That was control left click. If I take that out again, I think control right click does half. I think there is like a I'm sure there's like a shift control click for one. I'll have to look up which one that is, because I can't remember which one it is just to put one. But yeah, we can put a bunch of that in for now. Keep the iron plates coming. Do we still not have enough stone to make some furnaces? We do. Make some furnaces, and let's make a couple of burner drills. So I'm going to start off by making a couple of burner drills, and the other thing I would like to make early on here is we're just going to make a wooden chest. We can get rid of the wooden chest later. So the wooden chest will just go down here, and we'll put a burner drill here and a burner drill here, and that's going to help us get started by putting a bit of coal down. The other thing I need to do is, I should actually do this a different way, but I need another couple of burner drills fairly quickly to start getting coal on the go. And it's a nice little trick you can do with burner drills on the coal. So let's take that and let's just there we go, we'll chuck those in there. That'll get the stone going. This one we'll take, and then we need to make a couple more furnaces and a couple more burner drills. So as you can see, without the rocks often give like 20 or 30 or maybe even more than that stone, and 20 or something coal, which really helps boost you along, because you can knock out a bunch of furnaces really quickly. As it happens, the start I've chosen is a bit pap from that point of view. So we'll knock out another, there you go, we've got another 5 furnaces. I'm going to turn all of that into burner drills for the minute, because I can grab some more in a second. And I'm going to put one burner drill here, one here, one here, and one here. And these will all feed into each other. So all I need now is one piece of coal. There we go. And we'll drop that in, and that one will produce coal, and it'll drop it in this one, and so on and so forth, and they'll all build up, and then I can steal the coal out of them later. So that is a good start. So next up, I will want probably some more iron and some more of those. I thought you used to be able to click here to craft them, but maybe I'm deluding myself there. So I'm going to get another couple of burner drills here on the go, but I'm also going to get, how many furnaces can I make? I'll make a couple of furnaces as well, because I'll put another burner drill here and another furnace here for the time being. And I don't want that furnace, I want a drill here and a drill here, and this is gonna that. And you see I've just picked up all the coal from there. So what I need to remember is how to do the one drop. I'm gonna have to remember to figure that out, because that would be very useful, because I don't want to drop too much of my coal in there. You can do like a one drop. So we'll pick that up again, and we'll split it. We'll put half in there and half in there, and that will get that on the go. And now we're cooking. You see, now we're started to get going. So build some more burner drills, a couple more furnaces. We need a bunch of iron going here. I mean, Factorio, in terms of its actual UI, is really quite intuitive. UI might be the wrong term for it, but you can lay things down really easily. It sort of knows what you want to do. It's quite well thought out from that point of view. The actual devs of Factorio have done a really good job on things like that, and including just the sort of quality of life things. There you go. We'll chuck all of that in. And these will all get going with iron. We've got another burner drill, so we'll get that one on the go, and we can collect a bit more. And drop that in. Now, the other thing I'm going to do is probably increase the number of these, because coal is really my bottleneck right now, because iron's building up. The number of furnaces we're making is building up. So I think I need a few more things. Now I'm pressing R on these to rotate them, so this will now try and drop an iron on the ground. You see it's paused because it can't output. So what we'll do is we'll put it there, I'll put another one there, put another one, oh no, we'll rotate that, there we go, and we'll get one more and we'll put it in there, and they'll all run each other now, and that means I'll be producing a lot more coal. Oh, that one needs to be rotated, I've done it wrong, there we go. I can pick that up. I can chuck a bit more coal in these. And I can chuck more coal in these. I'm going to need more fuel. Let's redistribute the fuel a bit. And we can there we go. And there we go. And get myself a bunch of iron plate. Now, should be able to build a whole bunch of this up. Ooh, forgetting my buttons. It's been so long. Factorio, it's been so long. Alright. We'll get all of that in. Let's see. I'm going to pick those two up. I'm going to live with that as is at the moment. And do it that way. And then I'm going to make a couple more burner drills. And get some copper on the go. I think copper is going to be something I need. Now, early nanobots, you'll see, is going to be very useful in just getting things going. It's going to get us going a lot faster in a minute. Because what we'll really want to do is start automating this process, and that's what Factorio is all about. Factorio is ultimately an automation game. Let's have 6 of those. Let's make the rest of those. Ooh. And it teaches you that if you can't pull your mouse in a straight line, you should really get some help. So, rink, rink. We can put some more in a second. Alright, that's going to get the copper on the go. So we got some copper on the go. This means we can start moving things up. Now, early doors, we're going to want to get science. So for science, we're going to want automation early on to get us started. But for that, we need red science. Now, red science we can handcraft, but we need a lab to do it. And to run a lab, we need power. So the first thing we're going to need is an offshore pump. And we're going to need some pipes, which is going to need some iron. So pipes it is. Let's craft a bunch of pipes. Shouldn't need any undergrounders for now. And this is all going to take place over here, which is a little bit worrying where this biter's nest is, because defenses is going to need to become a thing fairly soon. So put the offshore pump in there. We'll put... This is all going to change, by the way. We'll put some pipes in here. I don't need undergrounders at the moment, so let's stick the offshore pump in here. That will be perfect. Oh, and I am really doing poor job with the mouse here. Right, other things I need some... Oh, I've got enough for a couple. So I need some boilers. I should probably just use the one for the minute, even though I've made 2, and I'll make 2 of those. And that should be plenty to produce me some power here. So we'll put boiler in here. I'll put that one there. So the boiler, in fact, I'm gonna put... what I might do is I might split this down so I can go one either side, which is something I often do. What I need to do is actually planning ahead here is important. So I'm actually going to go there, pick up that pipe, and then even though I'm not going to use this one, the other one I'm going to put here, and then I'm going to run the pipe down to here, and I can actually run the pipe out here as well, and then I can run my fuel later down the middle and feed it into these. So these steam engines go there, and at the moment I want a science lab. I don't have enough resources. This is where long reach is going to come in handy, because I can zoom out a bit and I can go over and now pick these up, whereas before I would have to walk all the way over there. Now I might have to mess with the scale of this a bit, because this first episode, it's at 1080p and I normally do 1440. I've noticed like the UI is feeling very big. So I'll look at that for the next episode and see if I can sort of fix it a bit. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to fix it just yet, but Factorio is a bit weird when it comes to scaling on the actual sort of screen size. So I'll have to have a look at that on whether I can do something with it. So come on, we need the science lab, which is building here. And we should now have the science lab. Yes, we do. So we can put a science lab here, which will be fine. We also can pick up a whole bunch of coal. Yoink, 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 yoink. Like so. And we can whop a bunch of that coal in there. In fact, I'm going to bop loads of it in there. And that should be full. So that should be producing power. I might need to make a power pole just for it to work. I don't know if I do, but I'll do it anyway. We'll cancel some of this science a second. Just to get that through, I'll need to make another science in just a minute because I think I need 10. And then while I've got nothing else crafting at the moment, I will craft some additional science. So I think if I do that, it will work. I think I can actually do it a bit more efficient than that, but we'll worry about that in a minute. So science. Let's drop all the science in there. See, this is disco science, making it all flashy. So, slight cut there. Mainly because I did something foolish and accidentally managed to click a tab and close the window, which is not my wisest move ever. So that wasn't very smart on my part. However, here we are. You'll notice the science beaker isn't showing up. If I just press Alt, that now shows up and it shows what's in the pipes. So a couple of things slightly different here. From that, nothing else has changed. I just reverted to an autosave. The only thing that should have changed is hopefully I've adjusted the screen size to be a bit more acceptable. Hopefully that is looking good for everyone. So it'll be a bit weird because the start of the video I will upscale. Let me know if you notice the difference, because that's going to be interesting. So I should now have absolutely oodles of stone. I do. So aside from hammering out science, which I'm doing here, I'm going to start hammering out these, which you'll notice I'm actually right clicking and that gives me 5, left clicking gives me 1 at a time. I'm going to start clicking those because I'm going to need a lot of furnaces. The other thing I'm going to start needing a lot of is transport belts. And ideally I will also need some inserters. I can start using burner inserters. They're a bit of a pain in the butt. So I probably won't use them. Now the fun thing is going to be getting, wow, the coal is so far away. I could have piped the water over here, but I'm figuring I'm not doing that. So let's just pop the rest of that science in here for now, and we've got our basic automation underway. So next up we want logistics, and then I'm going to want military, because I'm going to want to upgrade my gun and probably go down and deal with this very small biter's nest down here, because I don't want it to give me problems later. I'm going to cancel those 2 lots of science there, and in fact I'm going to cancel the furnaces and move the furnaces for later, even though they craft ludicrously fast. The other thing I could do with crafting, in fact I'm gonna again knock some of this off. I will start off with crafting a couple of assembly machines, because I can set up some things to start automating, like the belt building for me fairly quickly, and even some basic science building and things like that, just to sort of help bootstrap me into going. And the other thing I'm going to probably want is to set up some basic building in regards to weapons and guns, because I'll probably need some bullets on the go. So I'm probably going to need another couple of those. I'm sure there's a better way of doing that. Gonna grab a couple of boxes here, probably a couple more. And the other thing, so you can see it's been a while since I played this because I keep going back to the menu and getting my buttons wrong for like the shortcut keys like Q and stuff like that. So here, what we're gonna want, we want transport belts, which needs iron and gears. So from that, we're gonna go for a thing there, and I'm gonna want a couple of inserters if I can have them, please. Actually, we'll have 3. That should do, while logistics does its thing. Now, inserters we will eventually be putting... Right, I need to start thinking about where these are going to go long term. So, the inserters are going to go there. Those are going to disappear off. This is going to need it to go probably there. And if I grab this one... Yeah, and I should be able to get you to put into there. So these are just handing off to themselves. Can I make a couple more? No, I need wood. I need wood. Cut the trees. Trees are the natural enemy in Factorio. Everyone thinks it is the biters, but really it's the trees. Trees are the thing you will destroy the most of. So we want to get that there. That will power all of this. So this is going to run. In the meantime, while this is running, I'm going to tell it to make all those furnaces that I want. Just so as it's doing it efficiently in the background. So this is going to make gears. And in here, in this box, we're going to put lots and lots of iron. So that's going to do that. We're going to put a box here. And we're going to make another inserter. I'm sure I used to be able to make inserters off the bar. Don't know why that's not working. If that's something that's changed or something else I was using before. Right, give me. I would like some more inserters, please. Thank you. So this should now start building transport belts. You are getting... Oh, that's going the wrong way. There we go. Look. I know how to play this game. I swear. So it's delivering plates into here. It's quite slow. In fact, it's too slow. So ideally you would want like a secondary box here with, let's put a couple of extra plates in it, not the copper, please. And we'll put another one in there and it'll go faster. That's not going to have power because it's outside the blue. We'll just do that for now. And that one is also facing the wrong way because it's been a very long time since I played. And this will unload, and this will start making us transport belts, which we want at least 4 stacks of, and we're going to want to grab lots and lots of iron. So during that, this finished. Nanobots are something I'm going to want fairly soon, but military is coming first because of the biters. Now, do I have enough science to do that? How much is in there? 10. I do not have enough science, so I need to make a bit more science. I don't have the iron plate, so let's get the iron plate on the go. Make a couple of science. These are all full, so I can take from here and just drink, fill all these up to get things going, and that will keep me in the goodies. Now, military, I'm probably going to want another assembly machine here. I really don't know why I can't craft off the bar. I thought I could. That's probably something I haven't clicked in the game settings as well, and I'm paying the price for it. Still, here we're going to put down another thing, because in a minute we're going to want bullets. And bullets require iron plates. So actually we're going to pick that up, and we've got iron plates over here already. So we are going to put it over here. Let's put it... Yeah, let's put it here. I'm still going to have to put another power pole down. This is going to be a bit ugly for now. But that is the nature of the game with early Factorio. It is a bit ugly. And again, I've put it the wrong way. What am I doing? And here we'll put another box. And we'll put that way. Yep, that's better. And you are going to make bullets. So, there we go. Bullets on the go. Let's have 2 stacks of bullets. And then hopefully, in a minute, when that completes, we'll make ourselves the better gun. And we can go down and clear our first biter's nest. Ooh, still not picked up all the coal. Okay, so let's load those up. Let's load those up. Did I just put coal in there? No, I didn't. I'm just going to leave that at the moment. That's going to build up a lot of stone. That will be useful for us in the future. And that's our gun ready. So next up, nanobots. Nanobots I'm going to also want to craft a whole stack of. So that, let's pick up some more iron while we're here. Yoink. And I'll pick up the copper even though I don't need it. I'm getting absolutely stacked out on copper. Iron is always what you need most of, but we'll be automating a bit more iron in the future. And I'm going to stick a couple of stacks of that in there. The good thing is once you start crafting something, it takes straight away what it needs from your inventory. So that is always a positive. Now, weapons, I now need to craft this gun, which I will craft myself. I'm going to finish that one. That can go in there. And the science can start sciencing. How are we doing on belts? Not bad. So belts are going to go here eventually. What just happened to me belts there? So belts are going to go there. And it's going to go this way. Unfortunately, I've kind of screwed myself there. Can I make an undergrounder, please? Yes, thank you. So undergrounder will go next to it. And then splitters 2 will be required in the near future. So you want that to go like that for the minute. And we'll just be running this belt all the way over here. I'm going to have to go round this copper patch because I'm going to need to do something with the copper patch. I don't know why I'm keeping the menu up. That's not very wise. Not very good for you guys. And there we go. And I'm out of belts. But you get the idea. I'm going to come down here, bring the coal over onto here, and then it'll feed into here automatically because fairly soon this is going to run out of fuel. And when it does, all the power goes off, our factory stops. So, bullets, we've got 50. We've got our new gun, which has gone there, but we're going to go there. We don't actually want the pistol, so I'll just dump it here for now. I'll end up with a little dump box somewhere later on. We'll take the rest of those rounds. How are we going? Right, let's take all of those. Other thing I wouldn't mind is some drills. Can we have electric mining drills? We can have electric mining drills. I need iron, and I'm also going to need to get on the go with some more power poles. Oh. Ah. See, this is, I've got real bloody thingy fingers today. Was it like sausage fingers? My sausage fingers. Got sausage finger issues. So that's going to go about there somewhere. Over a couple more. Up. Yeah, that'll do. And eventually... no, actually, I'm going to bring that down a bit. Oh god. That's the worst thing. If you place it wrong and you don't have a steel pick yet, which we don't, it's so slow to remove. Right, actually we'll put that there. A couple more down. And about there will be fine. Because we'll put some electric drills along here. We'll keep these for a minute, because they are giving us all our coal. Why is this one paused? What's wrong with you? Why are you paused? You shouldn't be paused, yeah. And we'll put coal back down over here for the minute. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Most important we keep that running. That's not so important. And I'm going to need to get some more trees to make some more power poles, because I haven't got much more wood. I can knock up some more power poles, so let's get that going. Do we have enough science? No, so I need to get some more science on the go as well. But I mean, a lot of people don't like these power poles and completely get rid of them as soon as possible. I don't really bother with that. I'll be honest. They're good enough for a lot of basic needs. They're cheap as chips to make. The only thing is getting wood, but later on we'll, you know, that'll be less of an issue as well, because we'll just be able to get our bots to chop down wood for us. So I'm going to run it from here all the way along. And the other thing I need to be making, which I've just realized I'm not making, which I should be making, is the drills. So there we go, that's going to go along. Oh, that's not quite how I wanted it. There you go. That's going to go there. And you're going to stop. And you've got plenty, so how about some drills? That'll do nicely. We'll get some drills. I'll go and get an inserter up over the other side while the drills are making. And we can start to the early automation here. Now, nanobots, while I've got it, a bit of a luxury. Essentially what nanobots will do is, it's like the bots, it's like a gun actually. It will build within range of me. So I can shoot like a gun and build within range of me. Right, so now we're going to get the interesting bit while all this crafts, and we're going to come down here and try and finish off these biters. You can see my lights on. That's because it's night at the moment, and Afraid of the Dark is sorting that out. Okay. Oh god. Oh god. Don't let me die. There's spitters there. Those worms, they spit. I'm waiting to heal up. I should really have caught a fish. You can normally catch fish here, if you know where to go. Look, there's one there. And that will help you heal up quickly. Should you need to. Okay, there you go. 5 raw fish. Let's put the fish on the bar a second, because you can eat the fish and it will help. And during that time, all the biters are going to have come back. Watch out for the acid from the spitter. There you go, that spitter's down. One more spitter down to go. We'll get rid of that spitter. Once he's down, we're pretty much safe. Oh, I'm in the acid. I'm in the acid, I'm in the acid. Eat the fish, eat the fish. There you go. Ah! Bad fingers. Alright, these will continue spawning, but they don't spit. It's the spitters you really have to worry about. The worms that are spitters are just a pain in the ass. And this gun is rubbish. Chug, 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 chug. And there's our first alien goop. There used to be, a long time ago, I remember Alien Science. And I know some of the mods bring Alien Science back in. Chug, 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 chug. And there we go. So that will stop us getting an early attack. Because if I look on the map, you'll be able to see this red. This red blob, this is my pollution. And as you can see, my pollution is spreading quite a way already. I don't know why it's so far down this way. Must be to do with trees. It's normally tree related. Because the trees do help get rid of the pollution. And I was down to 11 bullets after all that. So I am going to want to start manufacturing things like gun turrets and stuff like that fairly quickly. Right, let's get that in. So as my science can finish off. What did the military science give me, by the way? I didn't check. You can go back to the tech tree like this. Gun turrets. Gun turrets are going to be one of the next things I want fairly quickly. Still fairly low on coal. Pick that up. There we go. And yoink. Fill those back up. Fill those up. Fill those up. And then I can pick up all that iron plate that's in there. Nice. All that copper that's in there. Nice. And we can also start looking at some more miners. At the moment, I'm just going to put the miner. Alright, I need to be a little bit careful here with this miner. Because this one's going to pick up stone as well. So I don't want it picking up stone. Because stone will be a bit of a pain in the butt. Now, there's two schools of thoughts with miners. One, you can space them out. You can actually space them out this far. The other is just to lay them down thick and do it that way. I tend to be a lay them down thick kind of a guy. And then I just put the power poles somewhere in between. But one thing I will say with that Factorio is, while there are right ways and somewhat wrong ways to do things, there isn't really. There's optimal ways to do things, but you don't have to do it the optimal way. There's always other options. So that's going to send the coal down, which is going to keep the power going over to this, which is where my transport belts are and where I need to start thinking about whopping down some more iron. How come that is all the iron I have? All the rest has gone into those, hasn't it? I need more iron. Is that it? Yep, that's all I've got at the moment. So I mean, this is where long reach comes in, because otherwise you guys would have to watch me run back and forth, which gets very dull very quickly. But with that, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe as always, and join us again next time when I'm going to start trying to automate iron production. So, looking forward to that. Thanks a lot.